Good morning, children. I'm utterly delighted to see you all, my little buds. Quickly grab your 4B notebooks and get ready for today's class. 5 seconds for you. Very good. You're really fast to grab your 4B notebooks. Yes, so what did we discuss in our previous class? We had learnt about three things: herbivore, carnivore and omnivore. Herbivore is plant eating animals and carnivore is the animals which eat the flesh of other animals. And omnivore, it eats both plants and the flesh of other animals. Right. So what are we going to learn today? Any guesses? Okay, just have a look at this picture. So what is it? It's a tap with a running water. Okay, so 70% of our earth is covered with water, and that's why our earth is called as blue planet, right? And only 3% of it is called as fresh water. And how are we using this 3% of water in our day-to-day life? Think about it. How do we use water in our day-to-day life? Yes, we use it for washing vessels and watering plants, bathing, to drink and to wash clothes. And there are many uses of purpose of using water, right? And did you ever thought about where do we get the water which we are using it daily? So where do we get the water from? And that's what we are going to learn today. Sources of water: rainwater, surface water and groundwater. The first one, rainwater. So rainwater is the water we get it from the rain, and it is the major source of fresh water. Okay, and when the rain comes, some of the water stays above the ground, and that is called as surface water, and some water stays below the ground, and that water is called as groundwater. Okay, let's see what is meant by surface water. Surface water is the water which stays above the ground. Very good. And some examples of surface water are streams, rivers, lakes and ponds. So what is meant by streams? Streams is it will be a running, there will be a flow of running water. Okay, continuous flow of water through a small channel. Channel is nothing but both the sides you can see the land, grassland, and in between there will be the flow of water. Okay, and it is smaller than a river. And what is meant by river? Many streams together will make up a river. Okay, and in river also there will be a continuous flow of water, but it is a large channel. Okay, so when compared to stream, river is bigger. Okay, so many streams together forms a river. And what is the difference between a stream and a river? Stream is a flow of both, is a flow of water. There will be a continuous flow of water, but stream is a smaller channel, and the a river is a large channel. Okay, right. And the next one is lake. So lake is a fresh water surrounded by land. It is a standing water. The water does not flows continuously. It is a standing water. Some lakes can be artificial too. Okay, most of the lakes are natural, but some are artificial. Artificial means it's a man-made. Okay, and lakes will be very deeper. Okay, it is very deeper. And what is meant by pond? Pond will be very small when compared to the lake. A pond is also a standing water, but most of the ponds will be artificial. Artificial is man-made. Okay, few ponds are natural. Okay, right. And what is the difference between a lake and the pond? Lake is bigger than a pond, and both can be artificial or man-made, but most of the lakes are natural and most of the ponds are artificial, and both are standing water. And the lake will be very deeper, but pond will be not that deep when compared to lake. Okay, right. And the next type is groundwater. So where do we get groundwater? Groundwater is the water which is below the surface of the earth. Okay, below the ground. Okay, and so if you want to make use of the water which is in the underground, you have to dig it up and you have to use it. Okay, so um, uh, examples of groundwater are well, hand pump, etc. Okay, right. So we had discussed three sources of water. The major sources of water is rainwater, and the second one is surface water. In the surface water we had discussed about four things: streams, rivers, lakes and ponds. And the third one we had discussed about the groundwater, and for example well. Okay, so let's learn some new words today. Take out your 4B notebook and make a note of these words. Okay, now Jasmine is going to come and teach you the new words. Okay.
Let's learn some new words today. Take out your 4B notebook and write it. Number 1. Sources. Sources. Number 2. Rainwater. Rainwater. Number 3. Surface water. Surface water. Number 4. Groundwater. Groundwater. Number 5. Stream. Stream. Number 6. River. River. Number 7. Lake. Lake. Number 8. Pond. Pond. Number 9. Well. Well. Please do memorize these words, okay? We have discussed some sources of the water, right? And they are called as fresh water. So, the water in stream, river, lake and pond, they are called as fresh water. And what are some examples of salt water? Oceans, seas and some lakes are some examples of salt water.
Okay, children, let's do some activities. Be ready with your 4B notebook. Okay, the first one. Identify the sources of water. Look at the picture and name the sources of water. Your time starts now. Identify the sources of water. Write quickly. It's very easy now. Finished writing? Can we check our answers? Yes, so here is the answer for it. Did you get the right answer, children? Awesome job. Okay, the second one. The most important source of water is 15 seconds to find out the answer for this. Start writing. The most important source of water is dash. The most important source of water is dash. Finish writing? Did you get the right answer, children? So here is the answer for it. The answer is rain. Very good. Super work. And the third one. You're going to write the difference between the pond and the lake. Okay, so differentiate lake and pond. Write quickly. Finished? Can we check our answers? Yes. So here is the answer for it. Did you get the right answer, children? Good. Okay. Our friend Jennifer is going to come and remind you few things. Okay. Please do listen to it carefully.
Hello, my little buds. Happy to see you again. Go through the textbook pages and don't forget to write the test, science test, and upload it in the Google Classroom. Take a clear picture of it and upload it, okay? And don't forget to watch the video clip which we are sending it to you along with this video. And don't forget to watch Khan Kids videos regularly. Some of you are doing it, but everybody should do it, okay? Right. I'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye.
We have come to the end of today's class. Hope you had a great time in listening to today's lesson. See you in the next class with another interesting topic. Till then, take care and stay safe. Bye bye, children.